We've been walking around in circles for who knows how long. That is the last time we take directions from a squirrel.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if this is your first time. So my name's Gareth and this is Books, Songs and Other Magic. This is definitely goes into the other magic area because this is another film video. So I've got into a routine now of talking about the films I've watched over the month. And I thought it'd be really fun to talk about 5 films. One's actually a rewatch. So when I've done this in previous months, I haven't talked about rewatches because I've watched a couple of those. But I thought it might be worth adding that to the conversation maybe. But as always, I do include a cinema visit, which is great. So I did manage to get to the cinema last month. So that was great. So let's start with the first film I saw in September, which was Heretic. Now, Heretic goes back to 2024. So it's relatively recent. It's only just appeared on Amazon Prime over here. So I was really keen to watch it because I heard so much about it. And Heretic is I'm going to move a little bit actually so you can see what I'm talking about. Heretic is a great film that really, really impressed me. It's been kind of talked about as in respect to the performance by Hugh Grant, who plays the villain in the film. It's a kind of a psychological thriller with some real violence in it. But actually, Chloe East and Sophie Thatcher play the 2 other main characters in it. They are fantastic in it. So I'm not sure if people have praised them enough. But it's a really interesting film where the 2 writer-directors, so they wrote and directed it together, Scott Beck and Brian Woods, they have created this script which puts these 2 young women at risk by this man who's basically playing games with them, and he's testing their faith because they turn up at the door wanting to talk about their faith, and he kind of tests their faith, but he also questions some of the validity of their faith and historically what some of the truths of Christian history is, and there's this sort of debate happening in the film, but then it gets really nasty and very violent, and you're intrigued to know what's going to happen next. I think the film absolutely sustains it for the whole film, and I think the ending's really good. But I've read some reviews that say that they don't like the ending, but I thought it was brilliant. So I was really, really impressed. Really liked it a lot. So that was Heretic from 2024. And, another one I saw not that long after that was Hampstead. Hampstead is a very different film. It's a very gentle film, which has got 2 great character actors as the lead roles. Brendan Gleeson. So if you know Brendan Gleeson's stuff, then you probably know what I mean when I talk about what a great actor he is. And Diane Keaton. So obviously Diane Keaton is a bit of a megastar, so it's not, probably much of a surprise that she's really good in it. But it's actually based on a true story of a man who was kind of nicknamed Harry the Hermit, and his real name was Harry Hallows, and he lived in a shack in Hampstead for over 20 years, and he ended up going through this court case because they tried to kick him out, and he ended up managing to keep that home through squatters' rights. And it's a really lovely film. It's an interesting film. It's an interesting kind of platonic relationship that turns into more of a relationship, a deeper relationship with those 2 characters. And you really want to know what's going to happen. You hope he manages to keep his house, this sort of rundown shack in Hampstead that he built himself. And there's a lot of humour in it. It's a really nice character film, and I really enjoyed it. Hampstead. It's a very gentle film, but if you do see it about, if you get access to it, I definitely recommend you watch Hampstead. And that was directed by Joel Hopkins as well, which I don't know Joel Hopkins, but it's a very gentle film, and I thought it was really good. The next one I wanted to talk about was my visit to the cinema, which was to see The Long Walk. So The Long Walk, obviously 2025, a very recent film, still in the cinema now, and based on the Stephen King book, The Long Walk, which I read last year, and I really loved the book, but I really liked the film. I thought it was really good. It was nice seeing Mark Hamill appear again after seeing him in Life of Chuck the previous month, so he's got this sort of Stephen King thing happening. But I thought it was a faithful adaptation of the book. There were some changes, so some of the some of the details of the main character, that his motivation for why he's doing the long walk was different, but it was fine because I thought it still fitted into the spirit of the story. And the ending was different in a way that I wasn't really sure why they changed it, but it still fitted the spirit of the book as well. So yeah, some really challenging and heartbreaking scenes in it. It's a great concept, but yeah, quite an emotional film, I think. And my wife loved it. She didn't know anything about the plot at all. She didn't know the book. She didn't know what was going to happen, and she really enjoyed it. So that was really good. So yeah, The Long Walk I thought was a really good adaptation of Stephen King's novel that he wrote really early on. I think it was the first thing he ever wrote. So Carrie was the first thing he published, but I think Long Walk was the first thing he actually wrote as a novel. So yeah, I was really impressed with that film, directed by Francis Lawrence. And I also rewatched Suicide Squad from 2021. So that's the James Gunn Suicide Squad. So the reason why I rewatched it was because of watching The Peacemaker at the moment, and I was just curious after seeing so much of The Peacemaker. I'm actually loving that series, by the way. But I thought it was interesting to see Harcourt and whatever his name is, the big guy. I've got his name off the top of my head. But those two characters that are in Peacemaker, main characters, them, it would be interesting to see them in the context of the Suicide Squad series. But it was really good to see it again. It's a great film. It's a lot of fun, brilliantly written. James Gunn is such a great screenwriter, I think. So yeah, and obviously infinitely better than the one previously, the other Suicide Squad film. So yeah, really enjoyed watching that again. And you can watch, I'm probably going to watch the Guardians films again soon because I just love them. So yeah, I'm a big fan of James Gunn. That was really good. And then the last one I wanted to talk about is a really interesting film from 2025. So it's only just appeared on Netflix. And it's a German film called Brick. And basically, the concept is that this couple who are having issues in their relationship, they have got this new apartment that's supposed to be like this like newfangled ultra technology thing, with nanotech all over it. They move into this new apartment, but very quickly, like literally like the next night, there's some sort of security cock up, and the entire building is blocked off, and there's like this brick wall, this black sort of jigsaw like brick wall that covers every single window and every door, and they can't get out, and they're stuck inside the house, and they're trying to get rid of the wall and they can't, and it kind of develops from there how they can they get out, what can they do to try and get out. And it's really tense, it's really interesting. It reminded me a little bit of Cube. I don't know if you've seen Cube, but I love that film. It's an indie film, a Canadian film, about people who just sort of turn up in this room. They wake up, they don't know why they're there, and they've got to try and get out. It's a bit like that, I thought. And there's not that many characters in it. There's about 7 characters in it, I'd say 6 or 7. And I loved it. I thought it was really, really cool. Directed by Philip Koch, I think is the way you pronounce it. It's a German name, and Koch. And I thought it was really good. So check that out if you're interested. If you think it's an intriguing concept, it keeps you guessing for the whole thing. You don't know how they're going to get out, if they're going to get out. There's lots of violence in it, and I thought it was a really cool ending. Again, it's another one. I've read some reviews afterwards, and some people didn't like the ending, but I really liked the ending. I thought it was a good, solid thriller with this sort of kind of a political angle, but not a massive political angle. A lot of it is just like, are they going to get out? They're stuck in this house. So yeah, I really like that. So Brick was a real success for me. So yeah, nice, fun series of films that I watched. I really enjoyed. Different films. Hampstead was a very gentle, slow character film, and then you had Heretic, which was kind of slow build up, but then was really violent and really quite shocking in places. And The Long Walk, which was kind of an emotional ride, but again, it was this sort of thriller element, and Brick, which was really tense for a lot of it. So yeah, great month for films. Let me know below if you've seen those films, if you've heard about those films, and I'll carry on talking about these films, the films I've seen in October next time. But yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know below your thoughts. Stay curious, everybody.
Paint me a picture of what it's like to be you.